What's up? It's R Gun slash Guns here. You can just call me Gun. That's probably the best name. And I'm here today to bring you a kind of God build for Azama. And I'm gonna keep it short this time because I recorded this earlier, and apparently it was too long and too in depth. So this one I've got to be kind of straight to the point and concise. That way I don't overrun it. Have a better chance of actually keeping the video this time, which is new. So, as I said, we're going to be working with Azama, who's going to be 5-star, and his stats are going to be, as a 5-star, average will be 43 HP, 31 attack, 26 speed, 32 defense, and 25 resistance. And this is before you factor in IVs. And you're always going to want to have a minus attack because that's going to be irrelevant. So you're always going to either want a plus HP, plus defense, or a plus resistance. Those are going to be your main, strong points. So for the setup, we're going to have Pain. We're going to have Pain, Reconcile, Miracle, and in the A slot, we're going to have Armored / War, depending upon whether you're building for defense or resistance. And then we're going to have in the B, Poison Strike 3. And we're going to have in the C slot, Savage Blow 3. So this all together creates a tanky Azama who's going to have ridiculous defenses and do a ridiculous amount of damage every time he attacks. He's going to have 27 unmitigated damage on top of the extra damage added around the area thanks to Savage Blow. And when he's defending, he's going to do a minimum of 10 damage. No matter what, even if he dies. Which, as you'll see, will be extremely hard. So when you factor in that you have a plus defense nature, plus defense minus attack, and you have support units around him, because Azama right now is in D tier, D to B. The B being the highest I've seen him in, and we're going to try to bring him up to S or SS, preferably SS. So right now, as you guys know, we're gonna have a tanky one, and he's going to be dealing 27 unmitigated damage every single time he attacks. And the team that you want to have around him is a tank, Azama himself, a healer, a DPS / dancer to clean up kills. And I'm going to the specifics of the support units because I can't do that because of the length of the video. But ideally, you want to have supports that are tanky or tankier support setups for them. And you want one of them to have Spur Defense 3, and you want one of them to have Fortified Defense 3. Those are really important. So keep in mind, this is all theoretical and subject to change with skill inheritance with the full restrictions and rules tomorrow. But the pros are he's going to be virtually unstoppable, massive single target damage, decent AoE, incredible tankiness, and no actual / natural weakness. Some of the cons are you're probably going to have to turtle because you're going to have low mobility because you have to stay around your supports in some form or fashion, and RNG can play a huge factor, which is why you're going to want more tanky supports because you don't want RNG screwing you over because they decided to attack somebody else instead of your frontline tank or Azama. So you want to have more tanky units. Alright, so getting down to business. Like I said, no matter what, you're going to have 27 unmitigated damage when you attack. And if you have a dancer in your team, you're going to be able to attack twice. And the highest HP in the game currently is Ephraim and Hector. And that's if you give them, if they have, or not give them, they have a plus HP nature, they have 55 HP. 27 times 2 is 54. So no matter what happens, if he attacks twice, regardless of what their stats are, he's going to do 54 damage to any unit in the game. Point blank period. So that means Hector, no matter what his defense is, dead. No matter what anyone's defense is, dead. That's why you want to have, a cleanup around there too to help you out. So, I mean, that's pretty incredible to be able to drop, the God Almighty Hector you know, people like Takumi. Speaking of Takumi, if you have Armored Blow 3, because we're considering that everything is 5-star and maxed out, when you're attacking, you will have 49 defense. 49 defense. The highest unit in the game right now, I believe, is Churchy. And she has up to like 56 attack. 56, 59 attack, around there. I believe it's 56 or 59. It's one of those two. For the simple fact that, one, she's not going to be able to get close to you. And if she does, she's only going to do 10 damage because she's extremely slow. So she's not going to attack twice. So she's going to do 10 damage, and your healer can heal that up in nothing. In no time. Well, she's going to do 10 damage if she has distant counter. That's what she's going to do. She's going to do 10 damage if she has distant counter. If she's attacking Azama straight head on, then Azama's probably going to have around 43 defense. So even then, only hitting one time, that's nowhere near enough to one-shot him. Or take him down quite a substantial amount to the point where he can't be healed all the time. And he has a special Miracle. Miracle is what will keep everything together when things go wrong. I actually got Miracle on Lucius, but now I'm kind of happy I got, because I didn't have the other unit that has Miracle. But when you hit 1 HP, you survive with 1 HP. So even if everything goes wrong, you can still win. Pretty much. So, Azama can also heal somebody else and still heal himself. So you're going to be in good standing almost no matter what. So max, defense when attacking will be 49 under optimal circumstances. Max resistance when attacking will be 42. No unit can actually one-turn him. No unit in the game under this setup can one-turn him. It's just plain and simple. And this guy with this happy face will always be able to do or at least 27 clean up or anything else like that. Pretty insane. Hector, the Tommy game with the max, stats, they don't do more than 20 damage. And most of them, a good 95% of the units in the game will only be able to do less than 10 damage. 95% of the units in the game. That's insane. So he's doing, no matter what, with 27 damage, and if he attacks twice, he's doing 14 damage to all the units around the unit that he just attacked. You do that again next turn, that equals up to 28 damage. On top of the unit that's only going to have 1 HP, you're probably going to be dead because you're going to have a cleanup damage. So that's insane. Those numbers, that's 7 damage up really quick. If anyone did, I'm pretty sure most of you guys have, if you've done the Ursula challenge, you know that those ninjas with the savage blow, that 7 damage adds up really quick, regardless whether they're in battle or not. The unit that's actually getting attacked, whether it's in battle or not. And I think this possible setup right here, can be really, really good. And originally I wasn't going to make this, because if you look at my other views on my videos, I don't have many views, so I usually only upload for my friends and everything, so I don't really expect this to get many views. But I wasn't going to do this, so I looked up all the abilities that you need and the characters that they come on. So I'm going to say these real quick. One time. But you get all these skills that you need. From Armor Blow, you get from Katria, Gunter, and Young Tiki. And when I just say the actual skill, I mean the 3 version. And I will specify whether you can only get 2 from a specific unit or not. Because some units, instead of getting a certain 3, the third variation, the 3rd tier of it, they only get the 2nd tier because they go into like ward or gold armor and flyers and stuff like that. So, like I said, Arlo 3, Katria, Gunter, and Young Tiki. Warding Blow 3, Kagero, Niles, Owen. Miracle comes from only Lucius and Maria, so that's going to be the hardest one to get. Poison Strike comes from Matthew and Sizo. Savage Blow comes from Camilla, Leo, and Narcian. And your best bet's probably going to be, if you didn't get both Narcians, your best bet's probably going to be Camilla, because you can still get her relatively easy. And Leo and Narcian are not going to be units that you're really going to want to give up that easily. You're not going to want to give up, both of them. So your best bet is going to be Camilla. And Spur Defense 3 comes from Crom, Priscilla, Robin Mail, and Sully. Spur Defense 2 comes from Drog and Minerva, in case you don't have access to 3, the other units. So, Fortified Defense 3, Churchy, Frederick, Sakura, Sharina. And Fortified Defense 2 comes from Ninian and Sheena. Fortified Resistance 3, Zura, Lindy, Maria, and Sophia. And Fortified Resistance 2 comes from Spur Resistance 3 comes from Anna Elasius. I can't really say her name. I don't know how to pronounce it. I've never heard it. And Merrick, Niles, Tharja, and Adult Tiki. Spur Resistance 2 comes from Elliewood and Olwen. So, yeah. I mean, that's where you get all the abilities from. I mean, sorry if I'm going a little bit too fast, but like I said, I just did a video and it was like really long, really in depth, and I kind of trying to keep it short, that way I can see how long I can go in actual video. But like I said, the top physical damage dealers can't do enough damage to kill him. And if you're building a build specifically to fight him, you're already putting yourself at a disadvantage, so it's not really advised. Because I know with my bad luck, if I'm build a build just to kill Azama, I'll fight everything but Azama. So I'll end up preparing for one dude that I'll never ever see. So, yeah, it's not going to be a good idea. And the best possible team I could think would be like Azama defense, Azama resistance, and then a healer or a dancer / DPS to fill in that last spot. So, I think if you have one of those, even the computer probably screw that team up. The only thing you have to worry about is just you have to turtle a lot, because you have to play around your supports. But, like I said, my videos usually don't get many views. Anyone wants to request or anything, just put it in the comments. And if you see someone else that already made a request, and just in case I actually do get views, whoever has the most likes, I'll work on that, and I can have it done by tomorrow. Shoot. I'll choose it tomorrow, and if I get any, and I'll work on it with the updated rule inheritance. So, like I said, this is all speculation because we don't know how it's going to be until tomorrow, or 2 a.m., which is my time. So, yeah, I think Azama will be God, and he's going to have that little look on his face, going, "Hi, you guys are trying to hurt me," and then he's going to get real serious with a serious voice and be like, "You can't hurt me." But yeah, this is Gun. So like, if you guys enjoyed, whatever, leave a comment. Thank you. Have a nice day.